says here that your friends are emotionally distant. Yeah. And let me guess, since I'm a professional, obviously, I'm guessing that you're looking for a way to validate your feelings without needing your friends that have the emotional capacity of a feta cheese. Well, honey, I guess because you look like you need it. With all due respect, of course, class, respect in this classroom, okay? Now, please sit down. Today's topic, may ruffle some feathers. Okay, let me give you a disclaimer. We all have people in our lives that have the emotional capacity of a feta cheese. Does that mean that we're going to crucify them and throw stones and kill all of their family? No, some people have experiences and they are shaped by these experiences in a negative way. Some people simply struggle. It is a fact. However, are we going to let that affect us in our need for emotional security and validation? No, we are not, class. We are not. Because at the end of the day, everyone is human. Now, I know that you are highly sensitive, so, it may be a little rough. However, hear me out. It is not a bad thing that you are highly sensitive, and it's not a bad thing that they are not. We are all different, and they have traits that you do not have. They are still your friends, and I'm sure that you can have plenty of fun with them. But maybe they're not your people when it comes to having a close bond and a lot of emotional intimacy, a connection that is very profound. Listen, it may not be everyone's jam. I know it's hard to understand for us highly sensitive people that love like this. I know, but we still need to accept that. So to all of you people that are feta cheeses emotionally, I say I am here to make peace, and this video is not in any way, shape, or form meant to harm you. And on the other hand, literally, to all of the people that are very sensitive and very able to communicate their feelings and feel a lot, I am not here to make you feel belittled in your experience in search of empathy in other humans that do not know how to express said empathy. Now that both of the clans have been settled, it's time to get into my very serious lesson. First things first, we have to understand what is our need. So when you go to these people, what are you experiencing? For me, most of the time, it's stress. And when I feel stressed out, it's like so much, I'm like, oh, don't stress. I need to talk to someone. So I go to my feta cheese's friend and I'm like, hey, I'm stressed out. And they just say something like, that's tough. And I'm like, okay, that's right. I forgot. And it makes me even more disappointed and upset, or even more lonely, or even more hurt, or even more stressed. So recognize what are the feelings that make you feel triggered and make you feel this need to just share them and express them. Not that it's wrong, just because we're gonna need this in the next point of my class. So, feeling and the need that comes with it. If you're feeling angry, you need to vent. You need to just get it off your chest. You need to say, oh, I hate this and that, and I'm angry that this happened and da da da. This is what you need. You need to talk about it and express your anger. Now, additionally, what do you want this friend to do or to say? If you're expressing this anger, do you want them to be like, yeah, that sucks, yeah, and you just kind of fuel each other until your fire dies out peacefully and you're like, okay, I processed my feeling, now I can go back to normal? Or you want them to be like, actually, yes, this happened, but maybe it's not your fault and you're angry because of this. And what kind of approach are you looking for? Now that we've identified this, find ways to give it to yourself. So again, I'm gonna use me as an example. Okay, I'm a teacher. So I can do this. When I feel anxious, I want to go to someone so they can help me navigate my anxiety and find solutions. So I'll go to my friends and I'll be like, yeah, I'm stressed because this, and it's like this blah, 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 of like all of the things that stress me out. And I want them to help me slowly pick up the pieces and be like, this goes here. You could do this with that. You can, just make it make sense. Now, how can I do this for myself? Journaling. Oh, journaling. It's amazing, okay? You have everything that you need within. Now, sometimes I'm not saying that you have to do it all by yourself. Of course not. We are not meant to be alone and to be like in our corner just doing. I think society is fucked up. This is a side tangent class. I'm going to speak about my life. I personally believe that society is weird and we should live in community and we are not meant to be alone that much, but also so connected to strangers at the same time. Very weird, very strange. Normal that we are kind of not okay with this because it's weird. It's weird. Anyways, so I'm not saying isolate yourself and do everything by yourself. I'm just saying give it to yourself. Instead of begging for someone like, please, my cup is empty, give me a little water, just do like, now my cup is maybe not full 100%, but at least I have something to drink. Think about yourself and your needs and your emotional world. I'm going to call it that. Your emotional world, there's other people that tend to it, but you are the main gardener, okay? You are the main gardener in your garden, your little heart. Yes, that makes sense. Take notes, class, take notes. So, journaling for me, it could also just be saying it out loud, kind of weird. I'm just gonna be like, damn, I'm stressed. I'm stressed because of this and that and that. And now I start thinking and I'm saying it out loud. And when it comes out of your head, it just makes sense. What? The pieces come together slowly and surely. Now, this channel is known to be spiritual, but if you're not spiritual, skip. However, if you are, another thing that I do is tarot cards. It just helps a lot. And I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna shuffle my cards and I'll be like, no way. Oh, I did not think of this. Wow, you're so smart. And this is what I do. Of course, I have a tarot channel. I post every Wednesday at 11:11 a.m. every week, so you can check that out. Tarot is a great tool. It may not be the source of almighty answers, but it definitely helps. It's a tool, right? So that's what I do. And sometimes it's not even about the situation. I'm just feeling stressed. So I need to identify what is making me stressed. Is it because I didn't go outside? Is it because I spent too much time in front of my phone? I'm dehydrated. I didn't sleep enough. There's also these things that you need to take care of, right? Sometimes we feel these things and we want someone to help, but they don't need to help because it's up to us. It's like, yeah, I'm feeling sad because like I spent 3 hours looking at Instagram reels and I didn't drink water in like millions of years. It's kind of on you, bestie. It's kind of on you. So that is that. Now, the last step that you need to do, hopefully, we need to just get into the habit of checking into yourself. Okay, how am I feeling? And identifying what feeling is associated with what need and how to satisfy that need. So you're checking in with yourself and you're like, today I feel really lonely. Okay, how can I remedy to that? Why do I feel lonely? Just get into this habit of checking in with yourself instead of just going to these people that will not really be able to help you. That's the reality. So ultimately, getting into this habit of doing things for yourself, checking within yourself constantly. And at first it may be kind of weird, but with time it'll get better and you will develop this very stable emotional bond with yourself. Now, one final piece of advice. You may need to write this down or not. Listen, I'm handing you my notes so you may read them at the end of the class. This part can be important. Maybe you just need to talk with these people. I know that's not really the solution that you want to hear, but it's well, it kind of is, because sometimes people don't realize that they act this way, or they, they're like, I know I act this way, but I didn't know it affected you like that. So one of the best things to do is to talk with these people. Tell them, okay, when you do XYZ, it makes me feel this way. Why does it make me feel this way? Now you don't have to go that deep, but maybe it's like, because I'm like this, and these are my needs, and these are my boundaries. And when you do that, it doesn't really go together. So it just makes me feel bad. And if this person is not, open to it, at least you tried. And maybe it's a sign that, hey, maybe this person in your life, maybe you clash a little bit, and you're not meant to be on the same path. Now, class, this is a bold statement. Okay, this is a bold statement. Take whatever resonates, but I am an expert. So my final advice, talk to these people, express what you feel, why you feel like that, what do you need from them, be clear, be very clear, and do this in a non-aggressive way. It's very easy to get caught up and feel frustrated because you're like, hey, feta cheese, come on, man. Come on. It's frustrating. But if you're being too aggressive about it, maybe they'll get even more distant, which is not ideal. This is not what we want. So, non-aggressive communication, very clear, very direct, using I statements, not you statements. So, you're distant. You don't care about me. It's like, I feel like you're distant with me when you don't answer to my messages. I feel like you don't care about me when you answer very simple answers when I'm being vulnerable with you. I feel, and hopefully this situation will get better. But if it doesn't, I give you all the tools that you need to take care of yourself. So, is there any questions? Yes, okay, I can talk about that. Thank you for bringing that up, class. I almost forgot. I do have a very amazing tarot channel that I love very much, and I post every week. It's what you asked, right? Yes. I post every week, every Wednesday, and it's amazing. I love it. I also have a podcast coming up soon. Yes. And follow me on Instagram. I'm quite active on Instagram. Yeah, I could say that in class. Now, I'm kind of I'm a girly that likes to keep things for herself, but I'm kind of active on Instagram. So if you're interested, check that out. Now, thank you so much for listening to this lesson. Now, everyone, I'm leaving you with a homework or 2 or 3. Well, we'll see. You understood? I think you understood. I think you did. Of course, the number 1 homework is to actually take this video seriously and not scroll onto the next one and just forget everything I said to you and keep the pattern going. We're not gonna do that. That's not good. Your second homework. Now, careful. Your second homework is to be honest with yourself. Okay? To be honest with yourself, because there's things that I said that are not going to be helpful. There's things that I said that are not going to apply to your situation. Be honest on which one is which. And yes, and apply them to your situation. Okay, now you're different, I'm different, the people in your life are different than the people in my life. So just be honest of what you need, what resonates. Not everything is gonna work. I'm just saying, we don't need to start a fight. I'm a teacher, doesn't mean I teach. Wait, hold on. Forget what I said. things that you need to teach yourself. Okay? So, finally, your last homework, if you enjoyed this, is to like and subscribe. Yes, yes. Do you know how bad of a salary I get from YouTube? These classes are very hard. Not really, but they are a lot of work to come up with. So, education is very important. In what are we? Are we a town? Are we a school? Friends? Community? Whatever we are, I'm not sure. Maybe it's too early to talk about what we are, but very important. We need to learn every day and grow every day. So support me. Thank you very much. I'll see you someday. So